In this segment, I'll be discussing about the reactions involving cleavage of carbon-oxygen bond in alcohols and electrophilic aromatic substitution, that is electrophilic substitution of phenols. Let us discuss the reactions involving the cleavage of carbon-oxygen bond, that is CO bond in alcohols. Alcohols alone show this type of cleavage. Phenol show this type of reaction only with zinc. And first one is the reaction with hydrogen halides. Alcohol, when they are treated with hydrogen halides, they will give the corresponding alkyl halides plus water. And there is a special thing in this reaction, that is reaction with hydrogen halides. If you see the reaction of alcohols with hydrogen halides, you will be getting alkyl halides, and this test is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. And this test is known as Lucas test. This test is known as Lucas test, and the Lucas reagent is concentrated HCl and then ZnCl2. The difference in reactivity of the three classes of alcohols with HCl distinguishes them from one another. That is the primary alcohol, secondary alcohol and tertiary alcohols. And then if you see alcohols, they are soluble in Lucas reagent, that is concentrated HCl and ZnCl2, while their halides are immiscible and they produce turbidity in solution. If you take tertiary, how they are used to distinguish between, how this test is used to distinguish between primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. This is because tertiary alcohols immediately they will form turbidity. Once the Lucas reagent is added, the tertiary alcohols forms turbidity immediately, whereas the secondary alcohols forms turbidity at room temperature and primary alcohols forms turbidity above room temperature. Next is the reaction of alcohols with phosphorus trihalides. Alcohols, they are converted into corresponding alkyl halides, that is alkyl chlorides or bromides, by reaction with phosphorus tribromide or trichloride. You will be getting ROH plus PX3, you will be getting the corresponding alkyl halide, that is alkyl bromide or alkyl chloride plus H3PO3. Next one is dehydration reaction. What happens in dehydration reaction? Dehydration means removal of water. From where we are going to remove the water? From alcohol. Alcohol will lose a water molecule to become alkene. So here dehydration reaction CH3 CH2OH in presence of concentrated H2SO4, you will be getting the alkene. Here that is ethyl alcohol or ethanol in presence of concentrated H2SO4 at a temperature of 443 Kelvin. You are getting the alkene plus water, that is removal of water, that is dehydration reaction. If you see secondary alcohols and tertiary alcohols, they are dehydrated under milder conditions. For example, if you take the secondary alcohol over here, CH3, CHOH, CH3, this undergoes dehydration reaction at a temperature of 440 Kelvin and in presence of 85% of H3PO4, you will be getting the corresponding alkene. Here in the case of tertiary alcohol, it is 20% of H3PO4 and the temperature is found to be 358 Kelvin. And if you see the relative ease of dehydration, if you see the relative ease of dehydration of alcohols, it follows the following order, that is tertiary, followed by secondary, followed by primary. Next is the oxidation of alcohols. The oxidation of alcohols involve the formation of a carbon-oxygen double bond which is formed by the cleavage of OH and CH bonds. Such a cleavage and formation of bonds occur in oxidation reactions. That is, the cleavage and formation of bond occurs in oxidation reactions, and these reactions are also known as dehydrogenation reactions. And these dehydrogenation reaction involves loss of dihydrogen from an alcohol molecule. See, here one hydrogen is lost, here one hydrogen is lost. So we are having the C double bond O, that is carbonyl compounds we will be getting. So depending on the oxidizing agent used, a primary alcohol is oxidized to an aldehyde and this in turn will oxidize to a carboxylic acid. Now let us discuss the oxidation reactions of alcohols. Primary alcohols on oxidation gives aldehyde, which on further oxidation gives carboxylic acid. In presence of strong oxidizing agents like acidified KMnO4, primary alcohols, they get oxidized to carboxylic acid directly. Primary alcohols in presence of chromic anhydride as oxidizing agent gives aldehyde. And in presence of oxidizing, this is an allylic alcohol, that is 2-butene 1-ol. In presence of PCC, you will be getting, that is the primary alcoholic group gets oxidized to aldehyde. The oxidizing agent is found to be PCC, which is nothing but pyridinium chlorochromate. It is a complex of chromium trioxide with pyridine and HCl. And secondary alcohols on oxidation, they give ketone. Tertiary alcohols do not undergo oxidation. Under strong reaction conditions such as strong oxidizing agents and at elevated temperature, cleavage of various CC bond takes place and a mixture of carboxylic acid containing lesser number of carbon atoms are formed. And then next reaction is when vapors of a primary or a secondary alcohol, are passed over heated copper at 573 Kelvin, dehydrogenation reaction takes place and an aldehyde or ketone is formed. In the case of tertiary alcohols, dehydration occurs. Next, we will discuss about the electrophilic aromatic substitution reaction, that is electrophilic substitution reaction of phenols. Let us discuss about the electrophilic aromatic substitution. In phenols, the reaction takes place on the aromatic ring, that is, this is the aromatic ring. Aromatic ring or electrophilic substitution reactions. The OH group which is attached to the benzene ring, it activates it towards the electrophilic substitution reaction, and moreover it directs this OH group, it directs the incoming group, that is the NO2 group or some other group, SO3H, whatever the group is, it directs the OH group, it directs the incoming group to ortho and para position. This is because of the electron rich. Here in ortho and para positions, if you see the resonance structure, they are electron rich centers. The resonance structures we have already discussed. Now let us see the various electrophilic substitution reactions of phenol. First one is nitration. When phenol is treated with dilute nitric acid at low temperature, say the temperature is found to be 298 Kelvin, phenol yields a mixture of orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol with dilute HNO3. The ortho and para isomers can be separated by steam distillation. Orthonitrophenol is found to be steam volatile in nature due to intramolecular hydrogen bonding, while paranitrophenol is less volatile due to intermolecular hydrogen bonding, which causes the association of molecules. In presence of concentrated HNO3, phenol gets converted into 2,4,6-trinitrophenol, which is otherwise known as picric acid. The yield is found to be very poor in nature. Next is halogenation reaction. On treating phenol with bromine, the different reaction products are formed under different experimental conditions. For example, when the reaction is carried out in presence of solvents such as CS2, we will be getting the ortho as well as the para product of phenol, orthobromophenol and then parabromophenol. Ortho is found to be the minor one and major one is the para product. The usual halogenation of benzene takes place in the presence of Lewis acid such as FeBr3, which polarizes the bromine molecule. Halogen molecule we can say. In the case of phenol, the polarization of bromine molecule takes place even in the absence of Lewis acid. This is because of the highly activating effect of the OH group attached to the benzene ring. When phenol is treated with bromine water, you will be getting 2,4,6-tribromophenol, which is found to have a white precipitate. Next is a name reaction, Kolb's reaction. Phenol is treated with NaOH to give sodium phenoxide. The phenoxide ion which is generated by treating phenol with sodium hydroxide is found to be more reactive than phenol towards electrophilic aromatic substitution. Therefore, it reacts with carbon dioxide which is found to be a weak electrophile to give orthohydroxybenzoic acid, which is found to be the main reaction product. Next reaction is Riemer-Tiemann reaction. On treating phenol with chloroform in presence of sodium hydroxide, a CHO group is introduced at the ortho position of the benzene ring, and this reaction is known as Riemann-Tiemann reaction. The intermediate substituted benzyl chloride. This is the intermediate substituted benzyl chloride. This is hydrolyzed in presence of alkali to produce salicylaldehyde. This is salicylaldehyde. Next is reaction of phenol with zinc dust. Phenol is converted to benzene on heating with zinc dust. And the next reaction is oxidation reaction. Oxidation of phenol with chromic acid. Chromic acid produces a conjugated diketone known as benzoquinone. In the presence of air, phenols are slowly oxidized to dark colored mixtures containing quinones. So these are the reactions of phenols.